I want you to make a guess how much this beautiful room would cost me for a night. Alright guys, so sweaty and tired, I just arrived at this small town of Gurdum. My knees are like cracking off my leg. I mean, the feeling is such, and we came from that side, that hill, if you can see that, because we came from the backyard of this house, and we just arrived at this beautiful maybe motel, maybe a homestay, and this is really nice and extremely beautiful. We're just having a small break here, we're just having some tea, and then after that we'll be walking on again to our next destination. Maybe that's not far away, that should be something more than maybe 10 to 15 minutes, you know, walking distance downhill, cracking your knees even more, pacing yourself off down to this valley down there. We have our destination from somewhere over there. If you can understand these 3 dots, that's a small house, 3 houses. Maybe we are going over there through this valley, coming from that side through the rhododendron jungle, far jungle. And you know, the problem right now is that it's extremely chilly, but at the same time I'm sweating as well, so you can understand the situation of mine. You know, I'm sweating like a pig, but at the same time I feel like I need to wrap up. And I just got a company of this beautiful dog at this beautiful house. Look at this house. Maybe this is a homestay, because this much of beauty I have not seen in the last 3 days. Things up there are a bit extreme, and the living condition is also extreme. Given the fact things are not that much beautiful looking, but this one is really adorable. There's a dog right here, and we've got some nice tea. And maybe
after 13 kilometers
maybe we can show you this place around. I mean, this is extremely beautiful. You can see this house is just probably one of the few most adorable houses that I have seen so far. This place smells of horses, you know. And the valley over there beyond, some waterfall is sounding. You can understand by saying this valley is extremely deep and high, and the gorge down there should be very deep maybe, and down there all sorts of creatures may live. But of course this is the natural habitat of snow leopard. They grow here, and they come all the way to here only when there is a scarcity of food in the lower mountain. Anyway, I'm sweating a bit, but at the same time I'm feeling extremely cold, and I feel like I need to change my t-shirt right now. But before that, let me show you some people around this place. Okay, signing off with this great view, my tea and this plant. And we're just about to leave in this beautiful valley. This is the organic farming my man was saying about. Look at the valley. This is the deep dense forest where you can find the dangerous snow leopard always. And I have come here, one of the most picturesque villages I've seen in Himalayas so far. I have traveled, or I have been traveling since the last 4 days. This is one of its kind. It's tidy, it's organized, it looks a bit developed.
It's all in peace.
Yeah. And we're just crossing through this medieval looking village. It almost looks too medieval to me, at least in some of those European movies you might have seen of the late 1500 or maybe even less. They have this farming here, chickpeas and rhododendron to make the Roxy. And yeah, I think we have just arrived our homestay where I'll be staying for this night. Let me show you the place around the bed. The medieval town of Himalaya. At the lap of Himalaya, we actually appeared like Thor, up there from this mountain. I don't know how much high it was, or at what altitude we are now situating at this standing right now, but even more than that. And we walked. This journey was 14 kilometers long, giving only 3 breaks of only 5 minutes each, maybe 5 to 10. And now I'm just going to the small village. Let me see what is to be found here. Okay, this is a beautiful place, neighborhood. So you can see this place, this one. Okay. जगह बहुत अच्छा है आपका. And now, as the lady has smiled at me with her infectious, friendly smile, I have got my room. And this is just more than amazing. I don't know if this is the room or not, but a child's dream to be living in this house with this big teddy curling up during the time of snow, 2 small bloody tigers, table with extremely red flower that my camera is getting a saturation on it. The room looks nice and tidy. We have this carpet rug, sorry, not the carpet rug, only the rug, the bed, and peace offerings right here at my door. And if you go out, exactly, this is the small yard right there, the small neighborhood, birds flying around through this valley. Now, I think to enjoy this beauty, this much of beauty, I gotta change myself into nice clothes, much warmer and much tidy, not the sweaty and chilly one, you know. What is happening is that the sweat on my t-shirt, this has now started freezing, and that's a problem for me. A bit moist in the jungle and falls right into the valley called Gurdum. And why I have signed on again to show you the most interesting thing that I have got here is my room. You know, I think you have already seen my room, but then let me show you in full detail. But before I make any kind of, description or give you any sort of information about this place, I want you to make a guess how much this beautiful room would cost me for a night. And of course, you should see the room a bit, see the surrounding a bit, and before I close this, I'm going to tell you how much it will cost me for a night. You can see this place. This is extremely colorful. Even that color is ironically matching with my trunk. Anyway, I'm sorry about this bad combination, this bad match, but yeah, it just happened in this manner. This nice window right there, even this window has a view. This much of a beautiful window, this big, I had seen last time when I was in Manebhanjan, but then that was not so beautiful like this one is. This is my bed, warm and cozy. There's this nice looking rug on the floor. Though this floor is wooden, you can see I've changed my bloody shoes, and most interestingly, this room has these toys as well, so you can play with one such toy at night if you feel lonely and really cold. Even there's a guitar. If you are a singer somehow in this high mountain, you can play this guitar and disturb the serenity of this valley. By the way, let me show you this window view from this place. That is my window view, and this is not the open window. The window is already closed, and you can understand how much this glass is clean and how much of maintenance these people actually do to protect this place like it should be. There's the garden down there. There are some of these houses right over there. It's a small neighborhood, beautifully, probably most beautifully decorated. Most of the hamlets in this deep valley, in this high mountain I have seen so far. And there is this mountain that goes up, cloudy over there, so I can't show you the top. Now let me show you the southern part of this building. Here is the small junkyard, I think. You know, flower vase is hanging over there. This is exactly the view you get once you step outside this nice and cozy room. Almost like a honeymoon room. You can see people come here and you can have all your energy drawn away within a night. Anyway, there's my bloody bag right over there, some of my stuffs, and this is the place. This is the valley. You can see, guys, this is the place, and two white pigeons are having sex together. Anyway, but this is the place. A tiger looking cat is just crawling onto me. Alright, beautifully decorated. And the most amazing part of this place is that all the food you eat at this place, they are all grown here, and there is this huge organic garden. They have these plantations of flowers, along with that some vegetables as well. You can go to this side. There's this water tap. This is a small bathroom in the valley where you can poop down, and the valley goes up. This side, there's these jungles of, I think, cane and bamboos, and sometimes fennel, and also cardamom and cinnamon too. These are some of this marigold garden. Nice cacti, I don't know. Beautiful plantations everywhere. You can see. So all you can eat here, you know that you are eating the raw Himalayan vegetables here. Nothing imported from the market down below. Not so expensive, obviously, for that reason, because they are just growing it. Yeah. So children are playing. And the rest of the places I will show you around later. So far you have seen, let me guess, if you have guessed it right, what this room should charge me for a night. Anybody? No, right? Okay, let me tell you. This room is charging me only 700 rupees for a night. That is less than $10, close to $9. Not just for stay. That includes my breakfast tomorrow morning, my dinner tonight, my lunch right now, and innumerable cups of coffee or tea if I want, along with that Roxy if I want. Apart from that, if I want something special for me, then I'll have to pay for that. So you can understand now, this cozy little room, not to accommodate a guy like me, but then more a room of a couple, honeymoon couple. If you're newly married, you should come here, and all you're gonna pay is that you're gonna pay only 700 rupees for a night. That includes everything. And by tomorrow morning, my plan is that, as my guys say, we'll have to walk down a bit further to a place called Srikola, and from there I'll have to get my car all the way to Darjeeling, where my journey for this time being will end. And after reaching Darjeeling, I will try to get a shower, because in the last 3 days I have not taken any shower yet. The morning is extremely chilly, like -5, maybe -6 degrees centigrade. And when I was walking up or downhill, it was extremely warm for me at least, because I don't really feel much colder.